It is Monday, January the 13th, and let me give you an update on where I'm at. I haven't really done much in the past couple days because I didn't feel good. I was burnt out, back was hurting, and I needed to go pick up material. So yesterday, all I did was pick up material. I didn't do anything on the van. Here's where I'm at. I've got my cabinet set in place, still not screwed off, roof still not in. This box is going to be for my thermostat and control unit for the heater, and these 4 holes are for switches for the radio, the water pump, and then the 2 exterior lights. So for today, these cabinets are built. This cabinet's built. This cabinet's built. This one's now getting a microwave, and that's where that plug goes. But this is what we're looking like right now. I got raw cabinets sitting here. Then I've got a load of stuff sitting in the back of the truck. There is chopping block countertop, the PVC, fiberglass, whatever this shit is for the shower, some 1x for trim, some flat stock for trim that I will cover up the gap in between the roof and the walls with, and then some trim for the windows. And then I'm gonna paint this right here. So now that we're a little over a minute and a half into this episode, I'm gonna set the camera down and I'm gonna paint. And done. Well, no, wait, I got a topper here. Now I'm done. So I didn't paint this cubby right here because I want to leave it bright in there where I can actually see. The bottom one down there, if you can see that the back of it's not painted, doesn't matter, there's a drawer going in there. So, all right, that's done. While that's drying, I think I'm going to probably throw the other solar panels on and then start on this stack right here. So this stack right here is my ceiling. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I've got control panel pieces painted, the scab that goes in behind the cabinet, behind the fridge is painted. All right, done with that. Get to something else. It is Tuesday, January the 14th, I believe. I don't know if I showed that. I don't think I did show that. So the fog lights are in, and they're on, they're working, they're hooked up. But also, I've kind of done a lot since I turned the camera on last. It's not totally done, but I've got my ceiling started. The refrigerator cabinet is in. The refrigerator is actually hooked up. It's already mounted in, and I've got some milk in there. And a lot of crap to microwave. It's completely full. I'm excited to get the junk for at least a few days because there's gonna be a microwave and I've not had a microwave. Let me turn this radio down. So we have the radio is in, hooked up, working, as you can see by phone working here. It's way louder than that. And it's not turned up over there. This is gonna be awesome. So ceiling's going in right now. I figured I would turn the camera on before I closed it completely up so I can show what I'm doing here. Instead of scabbing anything in here, I'm using a finishing nail gun, a 16 gauge finishing gun with 2-inch nails to shoot into the wall back there that I built. You see how the wall sticks up above it a little here? I can shoot into that, toenailing in, and that's what's holding the very end in. Well, then I'm using these 1 5/8" self-drilling. They're actually metal lathe screws, but they work great. You can see by the way they bury up here in the wood that they are actually pulling it in there tight. I mean, that it's on there. And I'm screwing into each one of the cross members of the van And then I leave an eighth to a quarter over here on the door end to leave it hung up here on top. Now, if you cut it longer than that, then the way these things are angled, it will push it up far enough that you're actually getting your roof to rise. I did that on the last one. It was a pain in the ass to get these boards in once you start to cross here. Because if they're not flat, this groove does not easily want to go together. So, to save yourself a whole lot of trouble, cut that right there to where it's just barely hanging, just enough so that you've got something there, but not way up in there and pushing the board up like that and causing a bow right here that doesn't want the things to go together. So I thought I'd messed up here, but there's a piece that goes across here and there's just enough room for this to fit here. I've got, this was not trimmed out on the last van. I've already got a piece cut for it. I'm going to put a couple more of those 12 volt plugs like what's right below the radio. It has 2 USB outlets. One of them charges it, I think 2 point something amps. I can't see it. 2.3 and then 1 amp on the top. And then I've got my control panel here. This is for my S-Bocker heater, or the S-Bar heater. Switch for the radio is red. The switch that is not illuminated, that's not working right now, is my water pump. It is blue. And then the amber is the passenger side fog light. See it going off and on inside this lit building. It is nice and bright. And then the green light is the driver's side. See the window lighting up over there? So that's that. I've got 4 screws here so that this is removable in case I need to access anything in here. Also on the side, I have one of those 12 volt plugs that I was talking about. Let's see if I can get enough light over here so we can see what it looks like. Yep, that's that. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for now. I'm going to finish buttoning this up now. As for what I'm doing with insulation here and the great stuff. I've got just enough scrap to almost piece this together, but not quite. And a full sheet of that foam is $30-something. This right here is, I think, I can't remember how many. I think it was $28 worth of foam. So this is even less in foam, and it will go further. So I'm going to take back that sheet and use spray foam in areas in here. Also, I'm spraying this as tight as I can. You see how I've got foam already sprayed up in there? I'm fixing to spray this cavity right here full. Same with this one over here. I'm spraying this one full. I've got some, I'm going to tape across here so that I can't spray into my fan. But yeah, I'm closing this one up really tight. I want to make sure that there's not air leaks and it's not cold spots in here. I want the heater works great. I had no issues with me being warm in the van with the heater running. The drawback was there was enough air leaks that the heater never got to cut off. So I put 1,000 hours on my heater in 40 days. It was crazy how fast it needed servicing. So I'm going to this time button up all these cracks. I'm going to fill all the holes in the floor. Or actually, I've already done that. I've already filled all the holes in the floor that were not filled last time. The weather stripping is better on this one. I've insulated the actual door and closed it up on this one. So I'm hoping that this van is a lot warmer than the other one was. But if not, the S-Bar heater still does keep up. I did sleep in -5 degrees, but the issues were like the water tank had some freezing issues, which I redirected another vent back there to it and made it to where the pump at least would not freeze. But the shower was way too cold to try to shower in here in the winter. So I'm going to try to get this thing warm enough so that that's not an issue anymore and I don't have to pay $60 a month for a gym membership that all I use it for is a shower. So, all right, guys. Well, yeah, I'm going to get back to work on this ceiling. I've got, I think, 3 more pieces to put in, but there's a lot of lights and speakers and stuff to cut out of it, so it's going to be a little bit time consuming. And then once I'm finished with that, I'm going to be putting the sink cabinet in, the microwave in, And then probably I'll trim these windows out and do small stuff like that. But then also get started on the water tank and water pump. And then heater, and I think I'm pretty much ready to go. There's not much left to do on this build. It looks like a lot, but what's left will come together really fast. This will be done in no time. All right, guys. Well, it won't be done if I don't get to work. If I keep talking to you guys, it will not get finished. So, yeah, I will see you guys further along on the build. Until then, see ya.